If you have been on YouTube or Twitch lately, you may have seen this face and all of these cutie fruities. This is the Suika Game, and it seemingly came out of nowhere. Anytime I open streams or open YouTube, boom, this cute little face is in my face. I had never played this game before, so I spent my Twitch stream trying to figure out what this game was all about and what makes it so addicting.
Look, already. Hello, this game is so cute and addicting. Okay, well, we're gonna try it. So addicting.
The first thing I want to get out of the way, this game is $2.99 on the eShop. So already out of the gate, it's an easy entry. Apparently, there's also a browser version that you can play for free, although this one is a lot more cleaned up. Suika Game, or Watermelon Game, refers to itself as a fruit Tetris puzzle style game. You stack the two fruits. When the two fruits match, they evolve. Kind of like 2048, but a lot cuter. The goal is to get as many points as possible before your fruit come out from the top of the box. The largest fruit you can achieve is a watermelon, and the further the fruit evolve, the bigger the fruit get, which inevitably takes up more space in your box. It seems simple enough, right?
No, don't push him! My apple! He's too heavy! Panic drop them!
Upon opening the game, you're immediately greeted with this really cute piano music. And it has a simple and clean layout with, you guessed it, our little watermelon buddy. When you start up, you have an empty box. And honestly, those first few merges are really addicting.
Badonk. Oh, whoa! Okay. That was satisfying.
It's so good when you get a combo where your fruit just keep merging together. All seems well until you start realizing there's some awkward physics where the fruit can push the other fruit, and they can fly up and sometimes knock the fruit out of the box, which can cause you to prematurely lose the game.
Okay, he's gonna push. Yeah! Wait, entered the ranking? What does that mean? Did I lose?
The randomizations of the fruits that come up next can be an absolute joy to your gameplay or an absolute nightmare to deal with. It really affects how your game is gonna go. So while it does require some skill planning ahead, you can only see up to the very next fruit. And sometimes you get multiple of the same fruits over and over again.
Cherry. How do I keep getting 4 cherries in a row?
I think what makes this game so addicting is the self-made competition of beating your own score. Spending hours to get past that milestone you set for yourself, and the satisfaction of hitting that milestone is a total thrill. And being able to set a new one is pretty exciting.
This is good.
The top score. This is my top score right here.
Let's go!
So what would I rate this game? Well, visuals for this game are really satisfying. I love the vector-looking graphics, and I have a huge soft spot for them. The music is cheery and loops comfortably without feeling like it's going on forever. And I also really enjoyed the Halloween music a lot, so when I got tired of it, I just swapped it over. Controls are super simple. They even give you the option to use the joystick or the D-pad, which is something they didn't need to add, but I really appreciate that they have it in there. Suika has no story or reading in the game whatsoever. While it doesn't need it for the game to be enjoyable, I do think it would be super cute if they could add little levels or cutscenes. Kind of the way Kura Sushi has those short clips when you insert your plates and it's motivating you to eat more and put more plates in to get your gachapon. It just adds a little bit more excitement, you know? There's no characters in the game either besides the fruit if you count those. Again, it's one of those types of games that doesn't really need to have characters, but it would be nice to see the little fruits interacting in some way for cutscenes. Or give them little voices as they pop and merge into each other. Or maybe I'm just a child and should just go watch cartoons. The UI and the menus are super clean, and I always appreciate a clean menu that's very easy to follow. On the negative side, there is this weird little hiccup where when you are holding down your controller to go to the right or the left, sometimes it'll scoot you to the other side of the box and other times it doesn't. I think this happens when you're holding the button down to go across, it'll stop you, but if you tap it again, it'll teleport you to the other side. It definitely feels like it was added in for convenience, but when you don't expect it, it can definitely lead to very inconvenient consequences. Is Suika Game fun? Yes. Do I enjoy it? I don't know. It's infuriating at times. Kind of like an arcade machine where all of a sudden the controller's not working or something is flawed with it. But at the end of the day, it's still really fun and an enjoyable experience. It's no different than getting frustrated at your favorite puzzles that take time to learn. It has that same vibe. The more you play, the better you get at it. And sometimes you do really good based on luck, and sometimes you just do really badly. One of my favorite parts of this game is the replayability. Because it has a score, you can keep playing it and try to beat your score every single time. Suika is a great game if you want a quick pickup game, whether you're waiting for your bus or your dentist appointment or just want to be distracted for a little while. I do wish they had a shareable score with your friends so you could actually see each other's score and try to beat it, kind of like Big Brain Academy does on the Switch. I'm looking at you, Chewy. I'm gonna beat that score one day. The thing about Suika Game that I find to be an incredible factor into purchasing this game is the value. As mentioned before, this game is $3. That's it. The developer could have easily set it on the Nintendo eShop to be $10 or $20 like a lot of these small developers do, but they picked a really fair price for the amount of content that's in there. And the quality of the game is pretty up there. When I heard about this game through what seems like hundreds of live streams or discords, I was so surprised when I looked it up and it was only $3. It made the decision so easy to purchase it. And if you have enough Nintendo Gold points, you can use that and redeem it pretty cheap. Overall, I'd give this game a 7 out of 10. It's really solid for what it is, and it's definitely worth the price. This isn't a game that you're gonna dump hundreds of hours into in one sitting like some games, but if you're looking for a quick pickup game to sometimes get your blood pressure up, this is a perfect game for that. So if you're looking for something to get a little ragey and have a lot of joy, just try it out. Have you played Suika Game? If so, let me know your high scores in the comments. Speaking of high scores, I got one to work on, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Ah! Jam it in! Jam it in! Again! No!